Hey guys, Charlie here. Welcome back to Mass Effect Andromeda. I'm on my way in to figure out Annea's water source. I want to figure out where Annea's getting her water. So that's Annea. You remember her? She's the heartless capitalist of the planet. And yeah, I'm pretty sure she's doing something to the water. What's this? Ooh, serum.
I'd like to test the serum on a live subject, but we need a good candidate. Scan the scavengers at the Paradise again. I'll tell you when I see a potential.
Okay, looks like we... I forgot all about that. Again, more disconnect. Let's go up to her office. I want to do that first. So kind of zero in on... That was weird. Zero in on one task, get it done, and then move to the next. Can I make this jump? Yes, I can.
I think this is Annea's office.
Yeah.
Check the security on that door. I'll keep a lookout for guards.
Sure.
As expected, it's locked.
A scan should tell you how best to proceed, Pathfinder.
Right, well. We've got something going under the ground. Looks like it goes down that way. Yeah. There might be a panel or something to interact with down here. This way? Yeah, it's this way. No, it's not this way. Unless this is it. Right in front of me.
Got the code for the office door.
It was weird, like the little beacon that tells me how close I'm getting to it, it was getting further away. It was acting like I was further away. So I didn't think that was it, but it is. Yeah, I'm gonna need to go back the same way I was before. And apparently, second time's the charm for Ryder when it comes to stairs. Stairs are complicated, you know? Especially for someone who's traveled as far as he has away from home. I mean, surely the biggest challenge he has yet to face is the first step in a staircase. Open.
Warren, let's be quick in case Annea comes by.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so Annea's got a ton of, like, looks like mushrooms in here. Probably what she's doing to the... That probably has a lot to do with what she's doing to the water. Datapad? Rashad, I told you we can't do it during the eclipse. Those scavs are getting smart and they'll expect us to move while it's dark. We have to be very careful around the entrance to the lake now because I've seen them in the area. If they get their hands on advanced scanning tech, they might even notice there's something underground. Use distractions and misdirection to lead them away from the reservoir. I planned out some routes. The map markers and nav points are attached. And yeah. Okay, good.
An underground lake. That's where she's getting her water. Got the nav point. Let's get out of here.
There's somebody standing right here and he doesn't see us. I'll keep a lookout. And this guy right here, that's... I guess he's not really bothering me, but it's kind of odd that these guys are just standing around.
I'm gonna mess you up when we get out of here.
Yeah? You mess me up, you're never seeing those star charts again.
What? I have my star charts right here. I'm gonna peel the skin off and feed it to you.
And I hid those charts. You kill me, there's a chance you're leaving this hellscape.
And I'm gonna kill you right here.
I just told you I have your map. You're way off this planet. How are you so stupid?
Okay, so the underground water source is way over here. We could probably get there. I want to get to this forward station drop point anyway, so maybe we'll fast travel here, drive across. This might be closer. I don't think it matters. Plus, it looks like there's a road right here I can follow. So, I don't know. I don't think it matters. Maybe even this one. Memory triggers right here. Maybe we go after the memory triggers instead. There's a lure. We can place this for New Tuchanga, right? Nav point provided by Dr. Ganar. We'll do that in a second. We'll do that later. I like the idea of going after the memory triggers. Medical supplies found. Okay. Initiative outpost needs medical supplies. So let's how about we go here. Place the lure. Grab this memory trigger, then this memory trigger. Then we can proceed. Or maybe we'll do it this way, so it's less driving. Maybe we'll go this way, get this first, then come back this way. It's probably all the same driving. And then this one. And then we can wrap ourselves around to get this memory trigger on our way up. Locate the crashed ship, forgotten anomaly. There's a whole bunch of stuff to do, guys. Which one to do first? I think that's what my plan is. I'm gonna go here, and then we'll start with this one. All right, so we're in Languish, and I've gone ahead and I've swapped out our squad a little bit, just a little bit. I want to keep Drac with me because this is kind of like where Krogans are, but I'm bringing PB along because there's a lot of remnant stuff around, and I want to get her input on that. So let's go to the. I think we'll go to this one here first. We'll get this memory trigger, then we're gonna place the lure. So we'll get the memory trigger and then the lure and then this memory trigger and then we'll head up. So we need to go that way.
Looks like a remnant structure.
See what I mean? Where though? Well, this whole thing right here, right? That's what you're talking. You're talking about this whole thing. Like, is there anything we can get in here? I don't think so. There's nothing really special about this place, is there? It looks cool, but we're not getting hit by the heat right now. Anyone else notice that? I'm not getting troubled by the heat right now. I'm noticing that. There's no heat penalty at all. It's a bit inconsistent. Must be just a cooler day. Maybe we can climb to the top of this. Cadmium. Maybe. I mean, there's like it's like steps here. So maybe there's a reason for it. Might as well investigate. There is a container up here. Totally worth it to get the remnant polymer. Totally worth it. What is that sound? I don't know. I'm not sure the point of being up here. I'm gonna climb as high as I can. Oh. Okay. Nothing in here. Can't get out. There we go. Yeah, I can't get up there. So I think it's probably just nonsense at this point. So yeah, I was just walking around this whole structure. This is a massive little, like, there's a whole bunch of this stuff here. And there's also an ammo crate, which is kind of interesting to me. Like, why would that be here? What is going on here, you know? It makes me think, like, maybe there's an event here that's going to happen later. But I've been basically just kind of walking around this place, gathering up all the cadmium while I was searching for other goodies. And it's kind of just, that's all there is here. It's just a bunch of cadmium and then that one ammo crate. So, oh, and then this, like, halfway floating thing. But, yeah. Okay, I'm really going to leave now. We're going to go back and stay on track. Let's do it.
Pathfinder, I detect scavenger constructs ahead.
You do. So do I. So this is where our marker was, and then our memory trigger's right there. There's scavengers over here. Not sure I want to bother with them, but I mean, if they're gonna attack me, I guess maybe I will. But oh yeah, totally wrecked. If you didn't know I was here before, you do know I'm here now. Let's grab the memory trigger.
Another memory trigger?
Yes, though my memory array remains locked. Additional triggers are required.
Oh, we'll be getting those for sure. Let's just take care of the scavengers. Maybe there's something good over here. Who knows?
Detect above normal temperatures.
Yeah, it's like whatever.
Environmental temperatures are within acceptable limits. Life support is back online.
Nothing to scan here. Anywhere? Here we go. Boiling tank. Okay. You'd think the planet would just be hot enough.
Temperature levels are climbing, Pathfinder.
Maybe the heat builds up inside the tank from the sun.
Pathfinder.
Yeah, that's kind of interesting because you wouldn't need to actually do anything. On this planet, it's hot enough to where if you got the right structure, you could probably just boil water. Probably just boil anything. Like, look at it come out. You could probably just boil things just by the sun, you know. It could just do it for you. Okay, so this is the other memory trigger, but we're going to go to this first and plant the lure.
So Drac, Asari, and Krogan live much longer than the rest of the Milky Way species.
Yeah, so...
But now you've got about as much time left as Ryder, Vetra, everyone else on the team.
If I'm lucky, get to the point.
Must be weird. After so much time, finally facing the end.
Time is time. Number of years don't matter as much as what you do with them. Whatever I've got left's gonna be chock full of living.
Alright, so this is where we plant the lure. It's basically right next to the fast travel point. So we'll place this. Defeat and tame the fiend. What fiend? That fiend. That fiend.
That's it. Shaman will handle the rest.
It's just tamed now? Is that it? Okay, cool. It just happens that way. That's a pretty massive beast, I gotta say. It's pretty scary up close like that without it actually attacking us. Like when you're fighting things, you're just like, okay, cool. Well, I know it's armored, so I have a sequence of attacks, and you're just sort of focused on the sequence of attacks you want to make. But to see it up close like that, it's really cool. All right, so that's the lure. Simple enough. We'll get this memory trigger, and then we'll go over and get this memory trigger after that. Actually, I need to mark them differently than that. Let's crash ship. God, there's so many things I want to do in this. Water source. So this is scan memory. So how about we just kind of wrap around this way, just get all of these things. So I can go to the crash ship as the primary waypoint. Secondary will be here, then I'll change the secondary to here, and then we'll go that way. So it would be this way.
I can't get over how much there is to learn out here. Cutting edge of remnant research.
Isn't that new? Maybe it's 1,000 years talking, but all this feels familiar.
Interesting. There's like a cave here. And there's
Pathfinder,
resources.
This area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface. Environment check. Temperatures are within acceptable parameters.
I mean, I don't know how I can mine in here with a drop-down drone, but I do want to investigate this cave, actually. So
Temperature levels are climbing,
I think what I'll do is I'll get the Nomad to be kind of like out here like this. Safe levels somewhere, probably. I don't know. Let's do this.
I'm reading a normal
Fine.
temperature range, Pathfinder.
It's kind of weird, but whatever. It's fine. Let's investigate this cave. Not sure what to expect, but... Well, there's some stuff in here. They're pretty weak, though. There's a whole bunch of them, though. There's a lot of them, but, like, Drax is on top of it, so... Or it's on top of Drag. This line here is from our mining drone, so we learned that a while ago. The boundary line of where our mining drone is. Okay, we got something armored back here. And right in front of us. Always great. Just take a whole bunch of this loot. Container here. Some credits. Okay, there's the memory trigger. So it's actually inside here. We were supposed to come in here. Nice. Take everything. Oh, we got a down man here. Man down. And data pad. Pale Ethos. Pale Ethos. Yeah, Ethos. Another one. How are these stasis lockers getting off the Ark? Oh, who cares? My people are here. They're alive. That means my clan too. We'll all be back together soon. I suppose it's not technically salvage since we bought this locker from a freelancer we found wandering out here, pulling a sled full of finds. A strange fellow, human, but always wears a breather mask or helmet, even in atmosphere. He says his name is Baxter, I think. It's hard to tell when he mutters. Marcus says we could use more help. Caitlin doesn't want to keep Baxter around, but Marcus says he can butter her up. Dairy products now? Mammalian courtship is so odd. Well, it looks to me like they killed him, so. Because he's here, and he's dead. So, saying mammalian courtship is odd is like implying that the person who wrote that, or the creature who wrote that, is not a mammal. So I would assume that that was not written by a human. That would be probably accurate. Well, there's another fiend in here. Probably take care of that. So, release. And get them on cooldown as fast as possible. Thank you. Okay, cool. My little engineer drone decided to explode, do a bunch of damage. That was nice. Memory trigger.
Sam, another memory prompt?
Yes, though my memory array remains locked. Additional triggers are required.
Of course they are. Anything back in here worth getting, or is it just the memory trigger? I'd like to have some more context. These memory triggers, like why does this particular point here trigger a memory? You know, I'd like to have more context on these memory triggers. Like even if it's just like an image, you know, even if it's like a picture that we see a picture and that gives me a clue as to why that triggers a memory. Because right now it just feels very robotic. It feels very like, I mean, it feels like a game. Instead of experiencing a story, it just feels like busy work, you know? I wish they would give me some more context so that I knew, like, oh, maybe it's this particular, the way the rocks are, or
We need to get out of this heat zone.
the way this particular mushroom patch is organized. It reminded me of something, and now I'm remembering things from my past or something, you know? That would be nice. That would be helpful for me, anyway. Move up this way. Nothing here looks like. No. We're supposed to be heading towards this memory trigger here. That's where we're supposed to be going.
I like what you said about life and longevity, Drac.
Remind me what I said?
You said the number of years we're around isn't what matters. Back home, I knew so many old Asari who stopped learning, asking questions.
Sounds less like living than waiting to die.
Exactly. I wouldn't trade one of my years for 100 of theirs.
Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
I know, Sam. Jackpot. Nope, that's not the right button. Might want to press the right button. That would be helpful. Come on down here, Nomad. That's better.
Environment check. Temperatures are within acceptable parameters.
Yep. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Is that another... That's that giant mechanical worm thing. We'd have to fight it in the heat, so... No. Oh, yeah. That's a lot of danger happening over there. I don't want anything to do with that right now. Look how the image moves. See how, like, wavy? Like you're looking through heat waves, you know? Oh, yeah. That's one of those architects, I think they're called. Not interested in fighting that right now.
You're sure you're not half Krogan?
Nope. Why?
Your attitude, aggression, the way you don't take shit from anyone.
My mother made it exclusively with other Asari.
Is that right?
Except when she conceived me. My father was an Elcor.
Ugh.
You've got to be kidding.
What?
Offended indignation. Why? Doesn't it fit?
You're as far from an Elcor as I can imagine.
Then it makes perfect sense, right?
I suppose so. You little rebel.
An Elcor, really? Why? Also, there's a guy down here, man down, you know, and I can investigate absolutely nothing about him. I can't even search him. That's a bit silly. Like, he's clearly initiative, so why can I not investigate anything about him?
This area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface. Environment check. Temperatures are within acceptable parameters.
I was kind of hoping my mining thing would sort of kick in here, but it's not. The memory trigger should be around here, though. Right? It should be right here.
My mother had me extremely late in life. She'd slowed down to the point where my Elcor father was the quick-witted one.
Your household must have been a hoot.
That's why I'm here.
Nobody else on the team seems to know much about you.
How'd I like it?
So why are you telling me all this stuff?
You're almost dead anyway.
Oh.
Looks like that was another memory gate, Sam.
And the last. However, a deeper level of encryption is in place. Unfortunately, the conditions to unlock it haven't yet been satisfied.
Well, let me know when that changes. No telling what Dad was up to.
Okay, so I got enough points to unlock normally, but it's not giving it to me. I'd say fair enough, but it doesn't seem like it's fair. How about we go, that's the anomaly, so we can go like this, and then we can head to the crash ship and then up to the anomaly. So the primary objective is where I'm going now. Let's go.
Heat levels increasing.
Aren't they always? Hey, look, it's Remnant. Maybe we should stop by and say hi. Okay. Container's here. And now we cleared it. Some remains. And it's kind of it.
Environmental temperatures are within acceptable limits.
Yeah, there's nothing in the middle here, so just that container with some stuff to get. Stuff to salvage and sell. There we go. Back through the endless desert to our destination. It's over this way. Okay, we got lots. Hold on, back up. Back up. Lots of cadmium. Like, I want to get this stuff. Because I think it's going to be useful when we go to make other, like, materials. I am going to want to upgrade my stuff. So, having the resources sounds like a good idea. So, we'll grab cadmium. Grab this container here that's in the middle of the desert. It's almost like the ship kind of crashed and dropped its payload and then eventually ended up all the way over there, you know? That's got to be how that container wound up there, right? Defend the crash survivors. I feel like maybe we're failing that because we're getting containers. Or not. Whoa. PB looks like she lifted him up. Okay, so the crash survivors have been defended, which was actually way too easy to do. Okay, I'm standing right here. Oh, there's more? There's more. I thought that was a little too easy. That's awesome. I just shot well before he came over the edge. Okay, talk to the survivors. This one, the pilot. Guess I have to talk here. Or face the exact position to talk to her.
Your timing is impeccable, Pathfinder. Another minute and those scavengers might have been wearing our skins.
I really doubt it. Skins, really?
You're not serious, right?
Who knows? We've heard stories. The desolation makes people a little unbalanced. I don't suppose you could call for help.
Of course. Sam, relay this location to the Tempest and get them to send a shuttle.
Done, Pathfinder. Help is on the way.
We'll just wait here till our ride comes. I don't expect we'll run into any more trouble. Thank you again.
Yep. You're welcome. I didn't really feel the urgency in it, but you're welcome nevertheless. Let's go with the primary objective to be the water source, and like on our way to the water source, we should run into this. So let's go. Holy cow, there's a whole bunch of resources here. There's just a line of them, you know? Like, I don't know whether I'll need them, but it doesn't... Like, if they're gonna be right here, I might as well get them, right? This is nickel. And then there's also some salvage over here. It's like there might be a crate we can investigate. Yep. Yep. Some more nickel here. And then some nickel here. And then... Are you...
It's that damn scourge. We wouldn't even have crashed if we hadn't clipped it.
Are you following me?
Sometimes.
Why are you following me? I thought you said you were gonna wait. I'm really confused. You're following me. All right. Yeah. Well, you have fun with that. You got a long journey ahead of you to catch up to us again.
stasis pods from Ark Natanus.
Are any of them alive?
It's difficult to obtain a clear reading on all pods at once. We should investigate.
Enemies!
Really? All the way out there in the middle of the desert?
No life forms detected, Pathfinder.
Well, you say there's no life forms detected.
Keep them from smelling.
Sam, we should have Mason's genetic profile in the initiative database. Let's check it against the pods.
That's fine. You guys can line up like that. That's cool. I'm good with it. Just keep lining up. I'll just keep hitting you all. Hitting all of you. It's fine. And the bullets take forever to get there, so you guys could just move anytime, but I understand. They're just gonna stand there and let me shoot them. Alright, yeah. Questionable life choices you're making. At best. I mean, I guess, you know, you're dying on your own terms. I suppose that's the thing. Either the heat kills you or my long range takes forever to get there. Plasma missiles kill you. Yep, I guess that'll be the way it is. So this was from Ark Natanus, they said, and there's no, like, life forms detected, so it's possible they got out of here. This looks like it's functioning. Can we drive it? I want to drive it. Doesn't look like I can drive it. Okay, fine. Grab these remains because we might as well. I want to know what this is. I saw this on the way in and I want to know what it is. Is it just part of the Ark? Probably part of the ship, I guess. Part of whatever ship crashed, I guess, probably. Okay, I'll just keep heading to the waypoint then. The endless desert. Okay. Looks like these Krogan are just hanging out here next to this tree. Get some resources over here, looks like.
Undocumented mineral nearby, Pathfinder.
It might be this. The undocumented mineral. I think it's this. Yeah, it is. Okay, so there's these Krogan sitting up here underneath the tree. I'm gonna look at that. See what these guys are up to.
This is a pointless search. I'm tired. Let's go back.
Yeah, sounds good. We'll pick this up in the morning.
Are they looking for the water source?
Hey, it's the Pathfinder.
This is a pointless search, Ryder.
Kind of empty out here. Unfortunately, they're too spaced apart for me to get both of them on the screen.
Any assistance I can offer?
We were just about to pack it in.
Look at this.
We were looking for a good water source for the colony. No luck, though. We've no idea where the merchant at Paradise is getting hers.
A lack of reliable water might be a problem, leader.
Yeah, and we don't have any choice but to trade with Annea.
I'd ask for help, Ryder, but I'm not sure I can do
Anyway, we should head back. Be well, Ryder.
I'm a bit nervous about that thing being so close. Like, really close. Like, basically traveling over top of us close. Well, I don't want to be stuck without my Nomad, so I'm going to take the Nomad down there. Of course. Peekaboo.
Think that's it?
Yeah. It wasn't really a fair fight. This is kind of cool. But as usual, I don't see a point. Like what is all this stuff? There's no real data on any of it. Outlaw Ryder, basic assailant, it just says. Wasn't a fair fight. So it looks like down there is potentially where the water source is. That means the Krogan are like really close, but they're just not bothering to look underneath. It's pointless to search lower for water. Could never imagine a water source being underground, could you? I bet Annea gets really pissed at us for doing this. Actually, I bet she ambushes us. What about?
Life support restored.
Scan for information. You know, they don't have a Pathfinder scanner, so maybe they can't find it. Maybe they've been down here already. But they don't have the Pathfinder scanner. So they can't, like, see enough information to know where the water source is. Because they probably went down here like this and just said, well, there's no water down here. It looks like there's lights. I can't tell if that would be set up by Annea or if it's set up by the Krogan. There's a whole lot of stuff growing down here, which would imply that there is some sort of moisture, at least. Some sort of nutrients for the plants. Which generally means water. Here we go.
That's a lot more water than I was expecting.
Yeah, there's plenty of water down here. I'm not sure like how long it would last, like long term. Or where it comes from. Like it's not just sitting down here, right? It's gotta be moving and gonna be coming from somewhere, right? Oh yeah, so scan for water, right? That's because I would totally need to do that right now. It's gotta be that thing over there, right? Yeah, water supply pond. This water is clean. Oops. This water is clean of any sulfur or other harmful chemicals, likely drawn from deep underground aquifers. Okay. That's where it's coming from then. Deep underground.
Huh. I wonder what the remnant builders' plans were.
I'm disappointed, Pathfinder.
Yep.
I thought you were someone I could trust.
Thought that would happen.
I welcomed you into my home, and you repay my kindness by robbing me.
Oh yeah, your actions were so suspicious.
You were hoarding water, threatening the survival of every person on this planet.
Self-defense. It's you people, you Vesagara, who threatened me.
Mm-hmm.
My brother tried to help your people when they first came here. He showed them where to find shelter, allowed them to take freely from our water tanks. He was killed for his trouble. I won't be as foolish as Asgar.
Yeah, I can't tell. Yeah, I don't know. Denying them water won't help.
Don't you think you're headed toward the same fate by restricting access to a necessity?
If I die, so do they. There's not enough surface water on ELAADEN. These scavengers respect no one. Not me, not you. But they do respect the planet. As long as they need me to survive, they live by my rules.
You want me to forget everything I've seen?
Exactly. You say nothing. You allow me to protect myself and my home how I want.
Okay. Well, probably not going to do that, but just because I'm curious, what's in it for me?
You expect me to do this just because you asked nicely?
Your Nexus needs resources to survive. ELAADEN is rich in those. What I gather, I will share, just so long as ELAADEN remains mine.
Yeah, I'm not going to allow that, I don't think. How did you find this place?
How long have you known about this water?
Asgar and I found it years ago. On a mining expedition, the remnant nearly killed us. I knew, even then, that I wanted to keep it a secret. It gave us an advantage. It took time to convince Asgar, but he came around eventually. I made him promise.
I'm sorry, I'm just not really into that. I mean, I'm sure there's some sort of... the Krogan would like me much better if... I'm gonna stop you.
By keeping this secret, you're preventing anyone from establishing a real home here.
I've allowed your Krogans to stay.
It shouldn't be about what you allow. It's not up to you.
So now I have to sit by and watch you destroy everything I've built. I will hound you every step of the way. This isn't over.
Yeah, it is.
Get them! Kill them if you can!
Not a very powerful attack. Like, your guns are doing almost nothing to me, dude.
So much fire.
Great. Annea got away. What now?
Get word to Cash. She'll put someone trustworthy in charge of the trading post.
Sam?
As you wish, Pathfinder. I have relayed the information to the Nexus.
Let's hope this works out for the best.
Yeah, no, we're gonna get rid of it. Like, I mean, I get it, right? You found it, you think it's yours, finders keepers, but we're talking about essential resources on a planet. I mean, granted, she's Angaran, so this is her galaxy, and you know, it's not ours. We're kind of intruders, right? But at the same time, the intruders are also me, right? And I represent them, so I represent the Initiative, so I represent the Krogan and everyone else who's here that's not Angaran, so we're gonna go ahead and represent our people and get them some water and stop you from gouging prices. I'm okay with some friendly capitalistic competition. I'm awesome. I'm all for competition. But what you have is a monopoly on survival resources. No, that's not gonna happen, sorry. You're either going to be a good person and share those resources, or you are going to have them taken from you by someone who is stronger. If you like that way, the strong survive, all that stuff, well, I'm stronger than you, so I get your water. That's how you wanted to play it, so that's how we'll play it. Whether you think it's fair or not, now that the shoe's on the other foot, if you will, it's kind of your problem to deal with.
We need to get out of this heat zone.
So, we've got the water. That's great. And we've got the scan stasis pods for Turian Pathfinder. Interesting. We didn't do that when we were there. You know, I'm going to finish that, and then we'll end the episode there. We'll go back to, I think we'll probably go back to Paradise and see if there's somebody else new there. Medical supplies. I was talking to some people on some forums and stuff, and it's not possible to get 100% viability without doing the monoliths. So I'm going to go ahead and probably do the monoliths in the next episode. That's probably where I will start there, and we'll get some of the heat stuff, or get this heat taken care of. Yeah, so let's do the Turian Pathfinder thing, and then we can do some other side stuff and stuff too to take care of that. But Turian Pathfinder, I feel like that's something that I want to incorporate into this episode, so let's just do that really quick. Whoa!
You survived by yourself, I survived by myself. What's the big hairy deal?
We're standing on a lot of bones, know it or not.
I'm not sure the context behind that conversation. I didn't hear the beginning of it, but it's fine. Okay, I should have scanned these, and I didn't do it. So let's just do that.
Too many variations in the genome. Reading negative.
So not the Turian Pathfinder.
Not Mason Barrow.
This one's got power.
Oh. Powered cryogenic stasis pod. Nice.
Turian, but not their Pathfinder. Subject is a child.
That sucks.
Perhaps a distant cousin.
Okay, so this one's got power. So let's go ahead and fidget with this.
Help me get it open.
Pathfinder, the body has no vitals.
What about the pod?
Sam, check the pod's history.
According to the final log, this stasis pod was jettisoned from Ark Natanus.
Because of the Scourge?
The timeline doesn't match. This pod was ejected long after Natanus was reported missing.
Then why evacuate?
These stasis pods were dumped for a reason.
Could have been dead already.
We should finish checking the pods for Mason, then report back to Avitus.
Yeah, I already scanned them though. Unless I'm missing one.
No match.
Unless I have to scan them all again.
None of the pods match Mason Barrett, Pathfinder.
Okay.
Hopefully that means he's still alive.
Yeah, hopefully it does. So I need to do that via the Avitus needs to be contacted via the Tempest communications. So we'll do that for the next episode. And there's another anomaly right here that I have to look at now, apparently. And there's a whole bunch of stuff still left to do on ELAADEN, including like trying to figure out this whole situation with the Krogan. It says there's also an Angaran relic here, which we can bring back to that museum. Oh, I still have to do Isabel Halsey too. We can do all the stuff in the next episode and stuff. So thanks for watching, guys. It sounds like you guys voted for, well, I don't know. I did have some differing opinions on what to do. But personally, I enjoy this format for the episodes. And I really want to complete this series just for me.
Did Gil beat you again?
Yeah.
Me too.
Me too.
No shit.
Gil doesn't lose.
It's so annoying.
So I really, like I said, I really want to complete this for me. I know it's actually probably not good for channel growth. It's probably a bad idea to spend more time on this, just because of how viable this series has been. But this is one of those things, I think, much like any, well, it's just one of those things where I want to do it for me. I want to complete it for me. So for those of you who are watching this and going along with me, thanks so much for hanging out with me and for following along with me. If you have any comments and stuff, be sure to leave them on the videos, because I love reading your comments, and even if it's just to say hi, I like reading your comments. So thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.
How long have you known about this water?
Asgar and I found it years ago, on a mining expedition. The remnant nearly killed us. I knew, even then, that I wanted to keep it a secret. It gave us an advantage.
By keeping this secret, you're preventing anyone from establishing a real home here.
I've allowed your Krogans to stay.
It shouldn't be about what you allow. It's not up to you.